Good morning, or afternoon, depending on which time zone you're at. Let's get started on this wonderful Saturday with our Superpower Your Success Masterclass. This is the Superpower Integrative System that we get to bring to you guys today to take that full look at what superpowers is really all about, the science behind it and the activity that goes with it. I am Abby Bouchamp. I am the Portland provider of this amazing work, trainer of this work, and I am so grateful to be here with my business partners, Brenda Galasso over in New York, and Dr. Pam Denton, the developer of this work. And together, the three of us have been bringing this work out into the world for the last several months in a variety of ways, and Dr. Pam's going to go into that and give us the full picture of this. It all started because we came together to bring a conference to the world, and what we realized is COVID hit and everything had to just shift, and we needed a counterbalance, what we like to call the counterbalance of mental wellness online now, and that's what brought this forward. And so we're super grateful to have this work reaching literally 2 countries now in 4 different time zones in just a couple short months, because this work is so needed. And so without further ado, Dr. Pam, let us learn about the Superpower Your Success full 360 look. So I'm excited about this.
All right. Okay. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here on Saturday, Memorial Weekend. And for those of you watching the recording, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know that we need this work a lot right now. And so we're going to talk about the power of the mind to reset during times of crisis, which was actually my first book as an author back in 2003. I co-authored a book that was about shifting from crisis to clarity and how to easily clear the mind to feel calm in a state of crisis. I really didn't know in 2003 why my book came out that way, and now we have the answer many years later. So throughout the years, I have cultivated through thousands of sessions and trainings and workshops, working with many people around the world, this Superpower Your Success program. And as Abby said, it was designed to be a conference. I headed off into 2020 with this newly formulated conference idea after launching 4 different renditions of this conference. I had built it into this master formula, and then COVID hit, and here we are. We had to move everything online. So this complementary work is to help you know the work at a deeper level and own it. So today we will be moving through some really powerful strategies for you to use in your life. I like to start with my story because it really helps you understand the founder of this work, myself, Dr. Pam Denton, and how did I get here? And sometimes you look back on the trajectory of your life and you really ask yourself that question: how did I get here? What happened? And throughout the years, I've put together the pieces of the puzzle and realized that I was designed to be a positive motivator. But in order to get there, I had to hit my own speed bumps and obstacles and break through the barriers holding me back from my fully infused positivity. At a really young age, I had what would be diagnosed probably today as depression. Although I didn't seek medical advice for it, I would fall into these really dark periods where I couldn't function. And so I started in this darkness to develop what I am going to present today as the inner coach, higher self-awareness. And what's so interesting is it happened naturally. I would go out running, and through fitness, I would start to hear this voice and it would speak to me. And I call that my higher self or my inner coach. And I started to coach myself out of depression through exercise, fitness, breathing, meditation, and asking myself some really tough questions, which I call self-aware leadership. I would ask myself to bust through the barriers that were holding me back. I think it helped a little bit that I was a perfectionist because I was always striving for more, and I was an athlete, so I had an athletic intelligence that taught me to move through the barriers, and I started to develop a mindset of positivity. Throughout the years, this has become a leadership technique, and I coach and train leaders in how to use their mind as a powerful tool. But more than that, I've developed a full technique using the entire nervous system, the brain and the spinal cord, the command center of our body, to help people move forwards, to harness the core energy that's inside of us, the innate life force, to be super powerful. One of the things that I've noticed as a healer, fast forwarding to my healing days, is that people really need to dive into the core power of our innate intelligence and harness that energy to move through obstacles. And in many instances, that's the missing ingredient in the cake. Like, we really need to get in touch with our core. So I learned through my own experience, and then becoming a chiropractor and a coach and an author and speaker throughout the years, that we really need this vital energy to build the inner circuits of intelligence to move through tough times and challenges. So when this tough time hit in 2020, COVID-19, I, again, was on the path with Abby to build a conference in Portland, Oregon, and Brenda Galasso had been part of my team at one of my conferences. And so when the world took this kind of screeching halt and right turn, we came together and we decided to move the conference online. And by moving the conference online, we developed this strategy within 2 months that I'm going to present to you today. I cannot do this without a team. The work is so deep and so broad all at the same time, and we're moving at such a fast rate that we've actually trained our first level of experts in this work to send people out into the world to reach the expansionary call for this work. So we are the core team who believe in the superpower of the nervous system to move this work out into the world. And then we have a team of experts around us that we're training and working with as well. And then we have our participants, which I'll get into more so that you can understand in this masterclass how broad, within 2 months, we've been able to expand this work. And I would say touch thousands of lives if you add up the number of people that come regularly to our events. We have touched thousands of nervous systems already within 2 months. So it's really exciting. The testimonials are pouring in. We have case studies on the way out to the world, and people are really expanding and experiencing more in this work. And you will understand this as you listen to the full presentation. So hang in there for the ride. We do have this scheduled for an hour and a half because we weren't sure how long it would take. This is our first run of this specific presentation that we will be duplicating throughout the week, Wednesday nights at 7:30 Eastern Time and 4:30 Pacific Time regularly. So the masterclass will be available to you to dive into over and over again and experience. Throughout our experience today, you will have the chance to practice the techniques that we're bringing out into the world, that we're bringing to corporations and businesses, that we're bringing to schools and institutions, to the young leaders of our world. We're bringing these tools and techniques, and to individual lives and relationships. We are bringing this to people, and people are expanding and growing in amazing ways. It really is, what you gather today is really going to be about your personal intention. What do you need right now in this position of crisis, in this awakening in COVID-19? How do you need support inside your mind and your body so you can start to discover your intentions specific to this work? And that's what the masterclass is really all about. As you'll experience further along into this presentation, it takes a team, takes a community, and together we are stronger. And that is one of the messages that has come out of COVID-19 that I love the most, because I'm a community builder, I'm a connector, and so is my team. So we really thrive on connection and collaboration, and that's why we are moving this work out into the world. We believe that through our nervous system upgrade connection, we can be unstoppable. So there's so much more to present on me. If you want more information on us, you can go to our website, and it's youhavesuperpower.com. We'll put that in the chat box, as well as the times for the upgrades, which is our first stopping point in this journey together today. So moving along from the team, let's talk about the need for mental health shifting from crisis into a state of mental well-being. You may ask yourself, is it possible? Can I really do this? Can I make it beyond this crisis? And I am here to say, as you heard in my story, yes, you can. Yes, you can. It takes community, it takes team, it takes consistency, and it takes practice. And as I'll present today, the repetition is key for your progress with this work. So please know that if you want mental well-being, team, community, and consistency and support is really important. But let's talk about the first part, the first step when you hear yourself ask for help. The reason why I shared my story of depression is because on those long runs out in the country by myself as a teenager, depressed, as I started to get in touch with my inner coach and my higher self, I started to hear myself ask for help. I would call out for help in the darkness, and the help started to come through the voice that was spoken back to me. And I was like, whoa, what was that? You know, I started to hear my positive by asking the questions to become mentally strong. How do I get out of this struggle? How do I get out of this stress? How do I get out of this place of feeling low self-esteem about myself? The answers started to come. So when you hear yourself start to call for help, this is really good. You're starting the individualistic reach for safety. And it is okay to be in this position. So the reason why I use these pictures of drowning is because where we are right now can feel like you're drowning. If you've ever had a near drowning experience, which I hope none of us have, it is a place of fear, panic, anxiety, and worry. And it's in that panic when you feel like you're underwater and your breath is being taken away from you that you start to sink rather than remember to float and swim. So one of my stopping points in my journey to heal my depression was as a water safety expert. I was an open water guard and also became a search and rescue person for winter rescue. So what I learned in helping people shift from crisis to safety is that we have to start to reach for help and calm our nervous system in order to get past the anxiety, worry, panic, and fear that comes up. Once you recognize from your higher self that you're panicking, that you're worrying, that you're in fear, that you have anxiety or any other emotion that goes along with sinking, you can start to, through your awareness, reach for help. It may feel that you are isolated and alone, and that's part of this whole mental safety issue that we're experiencing right now. As you sink underwater, you feel like you are totally alone. But what we are here to say in the Superpower system is that the mind has the ability to see solutions, and you are not alone. You have people around you through the Superpower system who can support you. You are not alone. There is a ring buoy for you to reach for. The first step is to start to visualize that ring buoy. Visualize the rope being thrown to you. Visualize the lifeline. That is what moves you beyond the feeling of isolation, doubt, confusion, worry, anxiety, and panic. If you can start to visualize a solution and see progress, then you can move yourself to mental safety. The first step is to ask for help. And that's in so many self-help programs out there, right? When you start to call for help, the help will appear from the universe, I promise you. So in this picture, the guy's sinking, but the ring buoy's there and it's larger than life. And this is what we provide through the Superpower system. The Superpower Your Success system is that connection of somebody who's sinking in stress and tension, worry, doubt, fear, or wherever you are. Maybe you're in a neutral position and you just want to go to the next level. This is the upgrade. We extend the lifeline to people through the central nervous system fitness program that we have that allows you to work out the tension inside of your mind body and feel mentally safe. Once you get your feet on the ground, once you can feel safe and your head is above water, then there's so much you can do. And we'll talk about that at the very end of this presentation. Once you feel safe and the panic starts to subside, the nervous system shifts to a creative action space. But when you're in sympathetic dominance, fight or flight, panic, anxiety, worry, it's harder to see the solutions. So what we know in our first part of this program, which we call the upgrade, is that we need to develop a lifeline that makes the body feel safe, that calms the body, that takes away the worry, anxiety, doubt. So what we did as a team is we put together a strategy called the upgrade. It gives your mind the power to see beyond the crisis. It gives your mind the power to see beyond the chaos, the confusion, the pain, the suffering, whatever it is that you're in right now with COVID. Or it also gives your mind the power to strengthen the positive. So you may come in already knowing a lot of this and be able to strengthen where you are. We have to apply the same formula to the positive, or else the positive muscle will, I'm losing the word, the positive muscle will go away. I'm just gonna call it atrophy. That's the word, atrophy. So a muscle needs to be worked out regularly in order for us to build that positive strength. And the mind is the same way. These mind clearing exercises that you will experience here with us today are available to use on a regular basis, even to strengthen the positive. So in our journey today, what we'll experience is the upgrade first and foremost. And then we will go into some of the other parts of our program. There are 4 parts to making the wheel spin, and we call that the Wheel of Fortune. 4 parts to increase your ability to sync up with universal intelligence to manifest what you want in your life. So we have to start with the central nervous system and get ourselves to a place of mental health, which means what these people are demonstrating in this slide: optimism, inspiration, love, caring for yourself, family, participation, connection, your ideas, your sense of well-being. All of these things are what we generate in the upgrade. We produce a state of mental well-being so that you can build on that state and build your muscles stronger and stronger and stronger until you have the positive fully intact, the lifestyle fully intact. So the cool thing about this presentation is you'll be able to experience some of these things firsthand. And we're going to start with nervous system fitness, breath, positive thoughts, and visualizations. So first, what I'll do is I'll explain the process to you. We'll go through a couple of the exercises, and then at the end of this presentation, you'll get to experience the full upgrade. We'll go through a full 20-minute or 15-minute upgrade that we offer as a complimentary system 20 times a week. The core class will give you the time at the end, and also in the chat box, the times are available for you, but the upgrade is the lifeline to this entire system. If you want to know how to superpower your success, how to gain mental well-being during this amazing changing time that we have no idea when it's going to be over, we're just in this massive state of flux. If you want the start point, the nervous system fitness program called the upgrade is where you want to start. So our complimentary upgrades are a system that we offer the world so that you can have a deeper understanding of how to access the calm. Once you have the calm, then you're ready to dive even deeper into some of the strategies that I'll present today. And there are 4 of them in the Wheel of Fortune. So we always start with breath, positive thoughts, and visualization. So those are the things that are going to move you beyond crisis. By breathing, by generating what I call the inner coach, your positive thoughts, and by being to visualize beyond the stressed situation, by being able to see your path, to see where you're going, you are going to build mental strength. Mental strength is what high performance leaders have intact to move through challenges. We believe that everyone has a leader inside and that we all deserve this power of mental strength, and we want to give this to you. We are going to give it to you. So in this journey through the upgrade, part 1 of our system, our superpower system, you'll experience 6 different parts. I think I have these slides flip-flopped. Come on, work with me, presentation. Well, okay, it doesn't want to go. Here we go. The upgrade allows you to see beyond the tension through these 6 parts. The 6 parts are represented by this happy woman. She's found her place of calm, and they are breathing, granting permission, letting go, supercharging your nervous system, Super energizing, these are visualizations, supercharging and super energizing, so that you can begin to get in touch with downloading the vision of beyond the crisis. And I'll explain this more and more as we move on. These 6 parts are fundamental for being able to see beyond the tension, being able to release tension, being able to get into a state of calm where you know that you can get what you want out of life. And you'll hear these words in the complementary upgrades. Number 1 principle to the upgrade is breath. We have to activate our breath in a place of crisis. Like that guy's underwater, he can't breathe. He's panicking. No breath is moving in and out of his lungs. So panic, worry, doubt sets in and you start to sink and drown. Once you realize that you have control over your breathing, that you can breathe, that you can manifest more life force in your body, that panic goes away. It's like poof, gone. So what you'll experience in the upgrade is the power of your breath. We call it Superpower Breath Activation, and we're going to practice it together right now so that when we go into the upgrade later on in this presentation, you're ready to go strong. Superpower Breath Activation you will get in every single upgrade that you do. Again, it's a consistent practice that we apply over and over and over again. And you can start to apply it in your own life. Someone said the other day that they can't go to sleep without it. I think it was Abby or somebody on our team. You have to be able to breathe in order to calm the nervous system. Now, as we move through into some of the more advanced parts of this program, there are advanced breathing techniques that are deeper and you will experience them in the core upgrade a little bit, like dragon breath, breathing out tension. But you have to have the central channel open in order to access those forms of breath. So the Superpower Breath Activation is an 8-part breath. 8 sniffs in through the nose, all one continual breath. 8 sniffs out through the nose, all one continual breath. What it is like a woodpecker tapping at your inner brain, saying, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention to what's bothering you. Pay attention to what you need to release. Pay attention to the calm. Pay attention to the positive. So as you breathe these 8 sniffs in through the nose that really do sound like you're sniffing, you build this strength and integrity into your breathing so that your self-awareness can tune in to what it needs to take care of in this moment. So let's go back again to that drowning victim, the person sinking underwater. When you go into panic, you lose your breath. When you lose your breath, you lose your self-awareness. You almost have to snap out of it by bringing in a higher thought of like, oh, put your feet down, or help is on the way, or reach for the ring buoy. A lot of times as lifeguards, we actually have to yell at people and say, reach for the ring buoy. So you have to get your higher thought awareness saying, breathe, breathe, breathe. Once you get that long, deep breathing going, then you can start to channel the positive thoughts or hear the positive thoughts or begin to become your positive thoughts. So to take a break from me talking, we're going to actually close our eyes together if you're in a place to close your eyes and tune into our breathing and practice the 8-part breath 3 rounds. That's what we do in the upgrade, the core upgrade. Sometimes we do 8 rounds when you practice with me. But in most of the upgrades, you will get 3 rounds of this breath because it takes time to get it. So if you're new to this practice and you're just joining us, this 8-part breath, you may only make it to 5. You may not make it way above and stretch your whole posture up. It may get stuck, but don't get frustrated because as you work through this, you will be able to get more frequency, more depth, and more expansion. We're working on posture. We're working on stretching the inner body tissues. We're working on letting go of tension. So every breath you take, every sniff you get in is life force that stops panic, that stops the worry, that stops and halts all of the sympathetic dominance, fight or flight that's happening in your system. And it's also taking you out of that posture. So sympathetic fight or flight is a closed down posture. It's fear. It's like defense. It's stuck. It's stagnant. You can't breathe in this position. So as we go into the 8-part breath, you're actually stretching your posture, tucking your chin, becoming taller and opening up your posture to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the state of calm. We're switching channels through the breath. So let's do this together. Again, sorry, I went off on a tangent. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. Just allow yourself to be present with your breath. So in every upgrade, we close our eyes, we breathe long and deep, and we begin to reset into the parasympathetic nervous system. 8 sniff breath. 8 sniffs in through the nose, 8 counts out through the nose or mouth if you can't do the nose. Nose to nose breath, activating the self-awareness center of the brain. I'll coach you through it. Stay with me. Ready, set, go. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the top. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the base. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the top. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the base. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for a moment out. Return to your natural breath. Keep your eyes closed and breathe with me for a moment. Just breathing, remembering the breath. Remember, this is your lifeline. This is what restores you to sanity. This is what moves you through the tension. This is what resets your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the state of calm and ease. In this state of calm, you can see beyond the barrier. You can see beyond the wall. You can see beyond the depression. You can see beyond the worry. Whatever it is, you can see beyond it. And that's where joy, happiness, love, participation, connection, whatever it is, that's where it lives, in the breath. So in this state of breathing, we're asking the breath to breathe you, for your body to remember that it can breathe you, that you don't have to remember to breathe, that you'll naturally be out there in your stress and tension, and all of a sudden you'll be doing the long, deep breathing. All of a sudden, you'll be counting to 8. All of a sudden, you want to have your eyes closed, and you'll take a moment at your house, in your car, when you're stopped, about to go in the store. I do it all the time. I sit in my car and I take a deep breath with my eyes closed, and I reset, and then I go in, put on my mask, get what I need to get. So we want the breath to guide you in your life. So we'll open our eyes and return to the PowerPoint presentation, moving into number 2 of our upgrade. The upgrade has 6 steps, as we showed in the first slide. This number 2 step in the upgrade, the 6 steps that build this state of mental wellness into the body through the nervous system, is granting yourself the permission to let go. So I put this lovely slide up because a lot of us live as a question mark. You know, we question ourselves, we question what we're doing here. Life becomes a big question mark. We question how to get out of this, and we never really find the answers. So a huge part of the upgrade system is to begin to live your life as an exclamation point. So that's what the permission phase of this does. It gives us the permission to become our own inner coach and harness the life force and the lifestyle that we want to start down a path that builds mental strength, physical strength, emotional strength, and basically we call this the Superpower Integrative System, integrative strength, where you have everything, where you have it all, where you can live from a state of calm and ease, and you know how to get what you want out of life. So right now, COVID's really challenging us to get this. You know, the unknown is huge. If we can turn on our power, or I'm going to change that language, when we can turn on our power, that's what the Superpower system gives you, the ability to change your language into the I am. What we are doing is creating our life into an exclamation point rather than a big question. It's important to ask questions, but it's that doubt questioning, the cloudiness, the inability to see clearly that I'm talking about as the question mark. The exclamation point is, I am ready, I am willing, I am able, I am safe, I deserve, I am. So when we say those things to ourselves, we're living life like an exclamation point. And what the nervous system then does, the central nervous system of your body, is it responds to those higher thoughts, those energies, and it says, whoa, I better self-correct, self-direct, and fix this. So our upgrade system is a lifestyle put into 6 steps. It's us turning on this ability to live life in a different way. And the second part of this is living life as an exclamation. And it's really important for the participants of this, for you today to claim your power and say, I am ready for a change. I am ready to live my life in a different way. What's so interesting about my life, and I talk to other motivational leaders out there, is this was a natural, innate birthright to me. Like, I was born to be a motivator, and that's what I found out. Depression was my challenge so that I could teach people mental wellness. But inside of me was this voice that naturally appeared, I am going to change this. I am going to find the answers. I am going to go get my doctorate. I am going to be a success. And it got stronger and stronger and stronger. And finally, I started applying it to other people. I became a fitness instructor, a ski instructor. I became a healer, a coach. And now I work in leadership in corporations, helping people in huge ways harness the energy to be a success in their life as a motivational speaker. So I am turns on the exclamation point in your life. And what that does for mental wellness right now is it helps you see the path clearly. The path appears rather than you doubting the path and wondering if the path is going to appear. So in part 2, we grant ourselves permission. And in part 3, we let go of what's blocking that inner coach from taking hold in your life. Because in every single one of our bodies, me included, that's been practicing this for over 25 years, there is a need to let go every day. It's a daily check-in, like, okay, where's the tension today? How is it built up? How have I stored tension, or do I need to emotionally process? So what number 3 in the upgrade gives us is the sense of breaking the chains that are holding us back. So in this phase, what the upgraders do in our complementary upgrades is we coach you to let go. We say, let go of negative interference. Let go of it now. You've granted yourself the permission. We want you to let go. And the nervous system responds through these positive words by letting go. We've had people let go of pain. We've had people let go of anxiety. We've had people let go of anxiety, let go of lack. There have been so many letting goes in our community. It's been amazing. What's next? Once you let go, you've created this really cool space to visualize the positive. Because before, there was a wall up. All of that negative tension and interference in the nervous system's like, how do I process? How do I process? How do I process? How do I get rid of this, right? Life is a question mark. We come in, we say, I grant myself the permission to let go now. I let go through my breathing, through my breath, through the lifeline, and now I'm able to visualize my success. So the fourth part of an upgrade, and you'll get to experience this today, is visualizing the positive. This is where we turn on mental wellness. This is where the mind grabs hold and says, I am ready. I am going to move beyond this BS, and I'm going to make some changes in my life. Again, for me as a depressed teenager, I was like hearing this voice screaming at me, and I'm like, what the? I was out running up the hill, and this voice is like, go harder, go stronger, be stronger, be stronger. I'm like, is Mr. T with me or something? Like, sometimes I felt like I was channeling Rocky. That was back in the days of Rocky Balboa. Like, da-na-na. So as you visualize, life becomes color. Life becomes vision. Life becomes living in a new way. It becomes transformation. It becomes seeking out better circumstances for yourself. And crisis becomes a gift. And I know that's so hard to say to someone in crisis, but when you get to this state of visualization, it's like, whoa, I don't need crisis anymore. I can find the power inside of myself to live life in color. And life becomes a transformative journey. Step 5, This is focus. I love living in focus. So I use this guy because he's focused. Like, now you're focused. You're ready to supercharge your super highway of super powered energy. You've taken back your power from the negative. You've claimed your breath. You've given yourself permission. You've let go. You've stepped into your vision of lighting up your super highway, and now you feel supercharged and you're ready to take the world on in a new way. You can see beyond the wall that's been in your way. And then you're ready to really receive the information that helps you step forwards. Part 6. So our upgrade system, part 1 of all of this work that we offer 20 times a week as a complimentary system for the world, is a community. It's become the superpower lifestyle. It's become a way of living. You may come into our community and grab onto breath and say, this is what I've got to practice right now. You may come into our community and grab onto positive visualization and be like, this is what I have to practice right now. Or you may decide that you need to do the full upgrade system and join our leadership program and training and dive in deep like a lot of our participants have. It's up to you what steps you take, because ultimately this community is an empowerment community. We're not here to fix people. We're here to hand you the tools so that you can use the tools in your own life and become the master of your own universe. And we say that in our upgrades all the time. So the superpower lifestyle is living all of these elements, all of these 6 steps every day in any way that you need to. And by working with us through our complimentary system, the masterclass, the complimentary upgrades, you will learn how to harness this energy and superpower your life so that you can look back on your dark days like I have, or whatever it is, the obstacle that you were up against, and say, wow, I am so glad I moved through that wall. So we have 3 more parts to go through, and then we're going to do a full upgrade. And these get quicker now because there aren't 6 steps to this. Once you've looked at your life and you've developed this ability to self-reflect, you've grabbed onto some mental wellness, then it's time to become the self-aware person that you were designed to be and light up new pathways. What I found in leading this upgrade over years and years of clients was that my clients would continually run into the same wall and obstacle. And so I created this mind cleanse technique about 10 years ago. And I started to really work with the frustration that people run into. I wanted that new job. I really put it out there. I went to the job interviews, but I just couldn't get it. Or I've been in this relationship. I know I need to leave it, but I just can't leave. I know this job isn't good for me. It drains my energy, but I'm not leaving Dr. Pam. And I just was like, huh? Okay, we've got an issue. People would take themselves to this point of tension where they felt their whole life was going to fall apart and stay. And I was like, why are you staying there? This is not good for your health. It's not good for your children. It's not good for your dog or your life. So put yourself first and break through these patterns. So I started to put the pieces together, and I'm like, this is a neurological issue. This is like a major block in our system. We have hardwired patterns in our nervous system that don't show us the way. We're like staring at this sign out in the middle of nowhere, lost, and we don't know how to get to the other side. Our nervous system can't even find the way. And I realized that this was a leadership problem, that the old guard, I call it, the form of leadership that built our world, had created walls and blocks in our nervous system, and I was asking people to evolve. I'm like, step beyond that form of leadership. That doesn't have to hold you back. Why are you making excuses about that? And so I looked at the wall and I said, how do I take this wall down, and how can people receive this wall? So we created the upgrade to help give you the intelligence that you need to get beyond the wall. And then I created the mind cleanse to break through the wall. I should have put a sledgehammer in. The mind cleanse takes you through the wall. And the way we do it is through the same exercises that you saw in the upgrade, but this time we're getting really, 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 really specific. So we're saying to the nervous system, okay, I see my resistance and I don't want it anymore because I just went through the upgrade with the superpower community and I'm realizing that I want more out of life. So I'm willing to break through my resistance that's holding me back. I'm willing to take down this wall. I'm willing to look at life from a new perspective. Now, because we've gotten in touch with the central nervous system, when we've cleared you out, you're ready for this. And trust me, like, I had to go into my central nervous system first and be like, okay, time to take down the walls. Because even though I had this higher voice and breath activation and awareness going, I didn't have the leadership tools I needed to get what I wanted out of life. So first I used the mind cleanse on me. I put the oxygen mask on me, and I started to move through to radical places in my business and make tracks in ways that I had never been able to make before, because I was becoming more confident. I was becoming stronger. I was becoming more communicative. I was becoming clearer. So what the mind cleanse ultimately does is it gets you through the things holding you back, the chains that are binding you in a very specific way, and it allows you to get what you want out of life. These words that I've chosen, I have seen show up probably millions of times in my practice, because people talk sometimes around these things in circles. Resistance can show up 500 times in a session if someone's stuck in it and stuck in a cycle. So millions of these words have come floating at me, and I had to distill them down into these symbolic patterns that are holding us stuck. So what we do in the mind cleanse part of Superpower Your Success, the Superpower Integrative System, which has 4 parts, the upgrade, the mind cleanse, is we break through in number 2, the mind cleanse, so that we can get to our super core and super energize our leadership to get what we want out of life. We break through these specific words using the same strategy that we used in the upgrade. You breathe it, you erase it, and then you decide what you want to create. So it's a simplified form of the upgrade that's highly specific and designed to get you what you want out of life. If it's health, it's relationships, money, whatever it is, we've got to get through those hardwired patterns causing the frustration and holding you stuck. I have seen miracles come out of this. I have seen people walk out and have money put in their bank account. I have seen people radically heal their health, make choices for themselves that are different, live their life from a different place. So I know this strategy works for me, and I know it works for you. What we do in training this is we ask you to choose where you are. Control is like screaming at me right now. In fact, the word looks kind of weird to me, so I know I could do a control mind cleanse right now. So you pick a word that represents where you're stuck, you put it on the blackboard, and then using your breathing really vigorously, you erase it. So through intention of the word of the block, not to get stuck there, but to move through the wall, through breathing exercises and through focused movement forwards through that block, focusing our energy through the block, we are erasing the word. So the word vanishes and it goes away. Now, again, like in the upgrade, you've created space. Now you get to see your path. All that you couldn't see with that woman who's like totally stressed out is available to you because you've released the block in your nervous system. The nervous system responds to self-aware, intentional movement. So when I'm self-aware that I have a block, when I intend to erase it, when I release it, I can get to what I want. And it really is that simple. Our nervous system has this innate intelligence that is so amazing. It wants to correct our life. It wants to make us healthier. It wants to give us life force. And the neurological hardwired patterns, the neurotransmitters, are just firing in the wrong direction. So what we do is we go in and we correct that inside the brain. We tell the brain, develop a new pattern, develop a new pattern, develop a new pattern. And the pattern appears in the sense of calm, in the sense of seeing it, sensing it, and feeling it. And again, you'll be able to experience this in the upgrade. Once you get to that state of calm, after you've erased the word and dropped into your body and you're in this calm state, you have an action plan. You have the ability to create action. The actions will just bubble up from inside your soul. They'll just come to you. We have people download information all the time in this. You just have to get rid of the wall that was standing in your way. Part 2. Part 3 is that the body really wants to participate in this. So as I was developing this work, I'm like, I can't leave integrative movement out of this. I've taught it for years. I was a fitness instructor, a yoga trainer. I have been in the fitness world since I was 17 years old, and I really recognized and realized that we had to strengthen our body. So we do have a small component that we do, which is called Supercore. It's highly integrative movements used by anybody, and they help you integrate these changes and you become stronger inside your body so that you can walk the action path. So as you can see, what we're doing is we're leading you out of tension into a state of action. We're asking you to supercharge your body so that you can feel positive in every part of you, every cell, so that you can get what you want out of life. And the superpowered highway that we use to get to this mental state of well-being where you want to take action in new ways, build strength and integrity into your life is through the nervous system. Now this shows the spine, which are the bones that cover the nervous system. We're specifically speaking to the brain and the spinal cord. But I thought this was kind of cool because this guy really represents feeling strong. You could feel strong or actually become super strong physically. Depends on really what you want for your life and your body. What we want to do is maximize performance mentality. On the other side of mental unwell-being is mental well-being that maximizes your ability to perform in your daily life. It could be getting up and walking more, or it could be running a marathon. Any way you look at it, what we want for you is for you to perform in a way in your life that feels good to you. So we're circling back around to crisis, right? Here we are in this crisis situation where we all need mental well-being. This is the really positive side of it, that we build positive technology into people that helps us lead our lives in new ways. So part 4 is the closing of this presentation part. It's the leader of the future. It's the leader who has strength, endurance, speed, agility, flexibility within the nervous system that then creates the physical results of leading from a state of power. Now, I did choose, we do work with businesses, so I chose the guy in the business suit because that kind of represents the leader in our world, the old guard leader. The new leader of our future has the capacity to keep up with what our world put in place for leadership and build on that, make it better, make it stronger, make leadership more compassionate, more transparent, more communicative, connective. So when we're talking about future leadership, what we're asking is that the older form of leadership that we know to be true in our world changes a little bit to keep up with the crisis that we're in. So what the superpower system does on the leadership level, and it doesn't matter if you're leading in a business or leading your health or leading your children or just leading yourself to get up in the morning, we're building leadership that has new elements to it. It's authentic, it's transparent, understanding, loving, focused, compassionate, intentional, connected, trusting. All of these things take us breaking through the hardwired patterns in our nervous system and building new patterns that are awareness patterns. So we are building the self-aware leader of our future. We work with future leaders and leaders right now and building people to believe that they're leaders if they don't believe that they're a leader. The way to this place is by starting with the upgrade. My upgrade in particular, the Dr. Pam Denton upgrade, the 6 steps, is at 12 o'clock Monday through Friday. I almost said every day. Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock Eastern time. And we're going to take you through this upgrade so that you can experience it. It starts with the 8-part breath that you already got to experience. And what it does is it gives you that feeling of well-being inside of your body so that you choose to lead a new life. And you design that life based on what you want for your life. Once you feel good inside of yourself, you're going to start to lead in new ways. You're going to start to develop a life that is super powerful. So at the center of everything we do, part 4 is leadership. The parts are what you want to experience. The upgrade is the central nervous system, clear out, clean out, cleanse, and get you into a state of well-being. The mind cleanse is get you beyond the hardwired patterns that are holding you stuck in your life and build new circuits of leadership. And the super core is if you want to add in that physical part of moving with your new feelings inside of your body. And then at the core of everything we do at Superpower Your Success is leadership, leading a life from a state of mental wellness. I went from depression to a positive motivator. And in that journey, I learned that my mental health, my nervous system health is the most important part of this journey. So if there's any part of you wondering, what the heck do I do with all this information? Start with the lifestyle upgrade. Build the upgrade into your lifestyle so that you can achieve what you want out of life. Yeehaw! All right, so here we go. We are going to experience a core upgrade today, and that's the final part of our presentation. As you come out of this upgrade, I will be saying thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for participating in this journey. The upgrade takes about 15 minutes. So I'm just going to give you a couple minutes to settle in if anyone needs to take a quick bathroom break or run and get a drink of water before we go through the upgrade. We'll just take a few minutes and then we'll come back to the presentation and do the final upgrade, 15 to 20 minutes, and close out with any Q&A that you may have for us. We have coming up more work to do in this realm. Well, you'll be able to experience upgrading your positive mind through all of this. This was the talk part, the masterclass, the participation part where we go even further into this work is in the Positive Mind Health Summit that will be running June 5th. It's a Friday from 12 to 2. Did I get these times right? Yeah, 12 to 2 Pacific time and 3 to 5 Eastern time. There will be a half an hour for networking afterwards. We are really working on bringing well-being into the workplace. Anyone is invited though. This is the Positive Mind Summit for individuals. It starts with you, and we are inviting businesses and business leaders into our Positive Mind Health Summit. We want to build positive wellness through the mind into people so that we can handle these challenges. And we're so looking forward to what's going to come out of this. So I'm really excited for it. And I'll be quiet now. We'll take a couple minutes. If you need to take a bathroom break or if you haven't already, we'll be back. This is where I need like a little music.
For that, go ahead.
So the June event is going to be the 6 steps at a deeper level, broken down to help support the mind and its well-being. So as I went through those slides, we'll take out the bottom part and we're going to go deeper into the 6 steps and then experience a full upgrade at the end. So how does each step really support your mental well-being? How did I come to this? What's the science of each step? And how can you apply each step in your life to coach yourself forwards as a person who's mentally becoming stronger and stronger? Awesome. Yay. Okay. So let's do our upgrade. So this is what you'll experience in our upgrades, our complimentary upgrades. They can be specifically designed for organizations to use for specific purposes as well. The complimentary upgrade is very structured. This one's going to be a core upgrade. And I forgot to present in the super core, we're going to use this shoulder shrug as our super core movement because it's just really easy to do on camera for me. So the shoulder shrug is pulling your shoulders up and releasing your shoulders down. Breathe in, breathe out. So we'll add this part in at the release part. So just follow my cue and I'll say go into the shoulder shrug and I'll coach you through it. You can open your eyes, but preferably just listen for my cue and remember that you're squeezing up, breathing in, breathing out, letting it all out, and I'll coach you through it. So let's start with our breath. Start with the 6 steps of the upgrade. We always tune into our breathing. What does it feel like right now to breathe? Bring the self-awareness center of your brain in touch with your breathing. What does it feel like to breathe? Where are you breathing into your body? Are you breathing fluidly, or does it feel stuck? In through the nose and out through the mouth, we can ground the body and feel connected to our breath. And then we'll move into the 8-part breath that you just experienced in our presentation. It's 8 sniffs in through the nose, 8 sniffs out, or 8 counts out through the nose. It's a little bit harder to sniff out. 3 rounds, and we'll go together. Ready, set, go. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the top. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the base. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the top. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the base. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the top. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the base. Return to your natural breath. Breathe long and deep. I have a moment here. I have to let my dog out, so I will be back, but just continue to breathe.
Oh, you're still muted. You're still muted. I still can't hear you. There you go.
I'm
Yeah.
back.
I don't know. It wouldn't allow me to unmute you. So yes, you were just
so wild. So did you hear any of the permission part or no? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Since you came back.
Maybe that was a demonstration about how we can take a break and go right back into the upgrade, step 2. Sorry about that. So breathe long and deep. And now we are that was so good too. We are activating the inner coach. We are activating the I am power. We are granting ourselves the permission to let go. Breathe into letting go. Breathe into granting yourself the permission to let go so that you can move into the calm inside of your body and see beyond the tension. It is through these I am statements that we will give ourselves permission inside of our nervous system to let go. I am ready. I am willing. I am able. I am safe and I deserve to let go now. I am ready. I am willing. I am able. I am safe and I deserve to let go now. I am ready. I am willing. I am able. I am safe. I am deserving. I deserve to reach for the lifeline. I deserve to breathe. I deserve to bring life force into my body. I am worthy. And I am opening myself up to allow myself to release the negative interference blocking me from moving forwards into a state of calm and ease. It is through these statements that I am accessing my inner coach. I am listening for higher guidance. I am becoming infused with the inner intelligence that I need to move forwards in my life. Breathe now and let go of tension. Let go of the negative interference that may be standing in your path. Let go of pain. Let go of tension. Let go of struggle. Let go of the panic of sinking. Whatever it may be that spoke to you on that slide of the man sinking underwater, or maybe it's not that. It could be something very specific to you. Breathe in, pull it in, and then press it out. Breathe in, pull it in, and then press it out. Think about doing a leg press at the gym. It's like your breathing's doing the same thing. You're pulling it in and you're pressing it out. Now let's do that with our shoulders. Breathe in, pull the shoulders up, and then just release it all out. Breathe in, pull it all up, create the tension like you're shaking your fist at someone, and then let it go. One more time. Breathe in, pull it up. Tension, 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 tension. Let it go. We're telling our nervous system now in this moment that it is okay to let go. It is okay to let go of the negative interference. It is safe for us to expand right now in this moment and receive more into our body, receive more positive, more light, more energy, more nutrition, more whatever it may be, positive thoughts, positive emotions, whatever you need right now, receive it now. In the positive phase of our journey and the upgrade, we're using the inner coach to infuse our body with light. Light represents positive. It's a bright, glowing ball of golden light above your head, and you can hook your fingers into it if you're physical and you want to feel the golden light. Just create the basketball above your head and breathe into that light ball. Imagine it to be golden, so we're using our visualization powers now to move beyond the obstacles in our mind. Bring the energy down into your mind and hook your fingers into the sides of your heads like you're plugging in two electrical circuits, feeling yourself balance the sides of your brain. Because in this balancing, at the center of the balance is self-awareness. Bring the light down into the self-reflective center of the brain in between the two lobes and reflect on what it is that you want in your life. Now bring the energy down. You can draw the ball down to your throat or release your hands down to your lap and hold the energy of positivity in your throat. Breathing into your throat, infuse your throat with light. The light represents positive communication, speaking positive words to yourself through the I am worthy. I do deserve to connect. I do deserve that new relationship that I want so much in my life. I deserve to receive the job that supports me financially. I deserve abundance, whatever it may be. Let your heart know now through positive words. As you let your heart know what you want, your heart can take that energy and move it forwards and out into the world, activating new forms of leadership inside of our body. Breathe the light, the golden ball, down into your heart. Bring that ball of light down. Breathe lower now into your body and imagine, using your vision, that this golden ball of light is coming down into your solar plexus and you feel stronger. You feel your posture lift. You feel your chin tuck in. You feel your shoulders back and down. Pull your shoulders back and down, expand your chest and feel it supported through your core. Feel your heart center supported through your core. Through this posture, you are open, you are receptive, you are strong, you are resilient. You are able to renew. And you are opening to your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the nervous system of ease, of flow, of calm. It's the rest in between the storm. The storm is over, the crisis is over, and you are in the central calm. Feel it now in your core and bring that light down into the core of your body. Behind your navel center, imagine a glowing sun. Golden light has turned hot. It's the perfect temperature inside of you, and you can feel your core heating up as the light, the rays of light radiate out from your core. You feel yourself, you're attractive. You're attracting what you want in your life because you feel stable, you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel well. You have a sense of well-being in every cell of your body. So as you bring the golden light into the base, imagine now that the basketball has descended all the way through you, through your legs, into your feet, and out into the earth, and you are connected to the path. Live life as an exclamation point. Allow yourself to express your true self to the world. This is your authentic leader, the one who leads the life that you want. I am leading the life that I want. I am connected to my mental wellness. I am safe. I am secure. And as you bring these statements down all the way into your body, your cells respond because the cells respond to the nervous system intelligence. And as you're increasing the intelligence by bringing these positive words, breath, and visualization into your body, your cells are dancing, they're happy, they're regenerating, they're lit with energy. Your whole body lights up and you are supercharged and super energized. And there is this super powerful grid of energy that is your body. You feel protected, you feel secure, you feel safe. And more importantly, you feel open to receive the guidance that you need to move forwards in your life. And you know that it happens through your nervous system. Through the central core of your body, breathe now, remembering that long, deep breath that we started with, the 8-part breath. Feel it all the way through your body, circulating energy and life force. Remind yourself of this breath and allow yourself the download phase, which is this phase of inner knowing, knowing who you are and why you're here. Again, living life as an exclamation point. You're exclaiming to the world what you want. So this is a good space to set an intention. Breathe into your intentional leadership. Lead the life the way you want to lead it. What do you want to receive? What guidance do you need right now? See it, sense it, feel it, listen for it. Breathe in, breathe out. And over time, know that through this consistent practice, your lifestyle will change and you will know how to receive information from a state of mental stability, mental wellness, emotional strength. You are supercharged and super powerful. It is your birthright to live this way. Remind yourself that you were born to be great. You were born to be amazing. You were born to be connected. And this is your decision right now to grab it, grab onto it, and share it with the world. In your supercharged, superpowered highway, we are connected to each other and our nervous systems are helping each other right now, even on computer. There's an intelligence, a bridge that we all share in common, and it's our nervous system. We all have a central nervous system that we can tune in and tap into and enhance for our overall safety and well-being in this life. So in the download, you may receive this later during the day, guidance, information, watch for signs. Someone may call, you'll receive an email, you'll see a street sign, and the universe will talk to you. It'll send you signals. And that is the really cool thing about living a turned on life. As your nervous system turns on, you are available. So bring yourself back slowly. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. You may want to rub your hands together. And then when you feel ready, bring yourself back by opening your eyes. Woo! All right, so thank you all for being here. I'm just going to close out the recorded part of this version with an incredible thank you. Thank you to my team. Thank you to the community for being here, and thank you for those of you who listen to the recording moving forwards. I am so grateful, and we will be continuing this masterclass regularly Thursday nights on the East Coast, 7:30 p.m., and on the West Coast, 4:30, so in the late afternoon.
Wednesday
What did I say, Thursday? Wednesday.
That's why we're a team. Got each other.
That's why we're a team. Yes, I love that.
Oh my gosh, that was so habitual from leadership on Thursday nights. All right, Wednesday nights, everyone. Yay.
Wednesday nights, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern. Same Zoom place.
Same Zoom.
Same Zoom. All right, guys, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and close out our recording for today, and then we can do some private sharing.